the Baltimore Colts,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Super Bowl, you think about some of the big pick sixes.
Because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green, they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? Grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fat.
Second down.
It's now second down and 20.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen.
Some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up third and 10.
On third down, Rivers brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Colts 9.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third and 2.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
For the Bears.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. He gets away from one, and he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. this is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll throw from the gun. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver.
And leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rivers again. He'll buy some under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
4 yards.
2nd down and goal. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen. Robinson, you better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history.
And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up.
Yes, sir. That's good for a shot.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the ball is knocked out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Michael Pittman.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the throwaway. Brings up second and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stump. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Colts take over first and 10.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
That's good.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Colts add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were...
A surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers rolling to his right. Flushed out right. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Rivers to Hilton there, 1st down, Indy. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Touchdown! This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And up to the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. He's got Jack Doyle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll run here with Mack, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the two-point conversion. Rivers. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Makes the score.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter returning it. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.